Good morning. Today we are addressing the clinical utility of post-treatment blood cultures in endocarditis. Management of infective endocarditis remains one of the more complex challenges in infectious disease, particularly regarding the prevention and detection of relapse. Historically, clinical practice has been caught between diverging international standards. While certain European guidelines have encouraged obtaining blood cultures within 1 week of finishing antibiotic therapy even for patients without symptoms, North American professional societies have recommended against this practice in asymptomatic individuals. A comprehensive 10-year study conducted at a major European academic referral center provides clarity on this issue. Researchers analyzed nearly 600 cases of adult infective endocarditis to evaluate current practices and patient outcomes. The study noted that despite guidelines to the contrary, clinicians ordered follow-up blood cultures in 36% of cases within 90 days of treatment completion. Of the blood cultures obtained within the first 14 days after therapy, only 9% were positive. More importantly, nearly all of these positive results involved different pathogens, where follow-up workups ultimately ruled out endocarditis. In the entire cohort, only 2 cases of true endocarditis were identified, one a relapse with the original pathogen and one a reinfection with a new organism. Both of these patients were symptomatic at the time the cultures were drawn. These findings strongly reaffirm that repeating blood cultures in asymptomatic patients after the completion of therapy for bacterial endocarditis is unwarranted. This practice is resource-intensive and often leads to unnecessary diagnostic workups for false positives or unrelated pathogens. Clinical suspicion should remain the primary driver for follow-up testing. We should reserve blood cultures for patients presenting with specific signs or symptoms of infection. In summary, the data supports a conservative approach to post-therapy monitoring. We must prioritize clinical evaluation over routine laboratory testing in the absence of a clear symptomatic trigger.